Sup everyone, welcome back after 3 blissful weeks off. First war of the season. Kabam, as usual, are an absolute embarrassment to humanity. As things stand, it sounds like this war isn't going to count after they paused the season and then decided to unpause it after matchmaking. And anyway, we've got GT40, the undisputed war champs against the reigning war champs today. We've got Deathless Thanos, we've got Bishop, and we've got Mantis after a bit of plan changing, which I'll come to. We've got a new war map. It's horrible, really fucking horrible. I can't remember what I was pissing about with checking at this point. I think I got confused by the Saga emblem being on Mantis, but she's not actually a tactic attacker, she's a tactic defender. We are going for path 6 today into path 2. I'm being really slow at this for some reason. No minis on the shared islands, and then onto Boss Island. Originally going to take Misty Knight, ended up not, and we go for Bullseye on 49. So we've got Attuma here on the new node 6. There's arrogance, there's power efficiency. As Bishop isn't a tactic attacker, it means punishing Attuma's special isn't going to give me unblockable. It will keep Attuma unblockable. It also means I'm not going to be able to, I'm also going to be taking constant thorn damage throughout the fight. It means I obviously can't parry him too many times. I don't want to block him too many times. So I'm going to be very limited in terms of how much prowess I can gain. This is going to be a very long fight. I forgot about arrogance here. What else? Throw my special into block, which wasn't really the end of the world. I wanted to be very careful. I wanted to be very slow here. I wanted to be very careful with my power. In prep for other Bullseye fights, obviously I can go for special 2. For reasons I'll come to later, the only option for it to be anything viable was to finish this fight above 2 bars. So I needed to be really careful. I knew this special 2 wasn't going to kill him. That did hardly any damage at all. Quite pathetic, but that's fine. We're going to build back up and pretty much just finish him with combos. I've got the Forter here. Get our special intercept off. I'm also down to, with a combination of face blocking and thorn damage, I'm already down to almost half health. Not really worried. I know that I'll kill him before he kills me. He's unblockable now and unstoppable. I need to just wait that out. Parry him to get rid of that. Yeah, I'm going to finish the fight with my special 2 when he's very low health, so that I have complete confidence it's going to kill him. Yeah, this is very slow. Really annoying. Pretty sure this will do it. It did. I finish on almost life support, and we can move on to Void here. Now, the original plan was that I was going to bring Jabari for this fight and the Jess Jones fight, and we remembered, so this new node amongst all the other shit, whenever I hit Void, I'm going to place a non-damaging bleed on him. I'll also place my own bleeds on him, and when I place a debuff on him, I get an exhaustion on me. Now, Jabari can without synergy, can only cleanse 1 debuff at a time, which means each time an exhaustion will seep through onto me. So I needed Mantis to do Mantis things. I've got her at rank 2 here. We were satisfied that I didn't need to rank 3 her. I've already played the fight wrongly, as I didn't play slow my combos enough to keep Tranquilize up. So I've got max recoils on but no suicides. That special 2 didn't do very much because of the exhaustions on me. I get intercepted there. We've also obviously got the power back nerfs, which are well into tow here now, which is also another issue with this fucking war map. The health pools are massive now, even on the path fights. The nodes are a lot more difficult. Gone are the days of what we're going to have donut wars, which is fine. They're a lot more stress-free, but it's not enjoyable. So yeah, Void is done. Mantis is low health. We come to Lady D here on path 2, the new node 20. We've got strike counter vitality, never back down, and use it or lose it. Deathless Thanos, he's awesome. It's the first time I get to use him in war. Obviously just the one fight. The plan is going to be play out the strike counter and just spam L1s and beat her down. I'll get plenty of furies. I'll have easy access to heavies again for the strike counter, and I can use my counter punch charges to get again easy openings or intercepts, whatever. Just be careful of my dashing back to not give her regen. And I barely notice any regen from her from my special, eating my special ones, which is nice. She's going down a lot easier than I didn't really expect many issues at all from this fight, but this is proving a lot easier than I expected it to be. And she's down. So now we've got Jess Jones on node 29, the EMP node. The addition of now it has stun immunity. We're going in with Mantis. The plan is to spam L1s to keep up cleanse so that Jess doesn't get any of her bullshit. I have sped this up to 1.5 speed. 2 was a little spazzy to watch, but this fight turns out to be so long and so boring. Yeah, L1 spam. She's going to get power. I've got an invulnerability boost on. She's only a rank 6-star, but again, the health pools are huge, and Mantis's SP1 is more for utility and putting champs to sleep rather than any actual real damage. I've also got Odin pre-fights on to protect me from the passive shocks. So yeah, this fight went on a long time. At this point, I decided I couldn't be bothered to dance around and bait special 2. I'd just push her to L3. I've got cleanse up. If not, tranquilize I think was on as well anyway. Jess's special 3 leaves a 5-second stun, which I will cleanse or whatever, so I wasn't worried about that. She does go indestructible for a short period afterwards. Yeah, this fight is so boring. My god, it was painful. But yeah, we are getting through it slowly. Maybe I should have used L1 against Void. Nah, sod that. If you cleanse anything on that node, also you get he gets a 50% protection buff. And we also weren't sure if it's stacked or not, because normally Kabam says on nodes if things are non-stackable. So yeah, fun. Hate this map. And here's me trying to kill her at the last 3%. Couldn't get an opening. Wasn't sure if I'd be stunned here. Couldn't remember if I had cleanse on. But I couldn't get an opening here. It was like she just laid into me again. Indestructible. Took ages to kill her afterwards. And there we go. Now, when I cooked the rank 4 Bullseye against TCN last season, he had about 500k health. And I did it with one L2 and the Incinerates afterwards. This time he has 738k health. Again, the nodes are just stupid. Also, power backs are broken, so Bishop actually fails with that. So I've got 2 bars of pre-fight, which puts an Incinerate on after my special. I've got a power start 1 to push me to 3 bars. Power backs do work for the L3 in that he doesn't dump the power afterwards, in the same way he does for the other specials, and so it will throwing a special 3 will push me back up to 1 bar. Plan here is to get up to sort of 35 plus prowess for the L3, although I am ticking down here, like he's hitting so hard into my block, so I decided that I couldn't afford to wait anymore. Throw the L3. It does enough damage to get me power back, and we'll place an Incin to get me back up to 2 bars. Take the L1 into block, which is just ridiculous. Again, I'm now just having to play around. I am ticking down fast in terms of block damage, poison, and everything else. I'm not building prowess as quickly as I was hoping. And now I've got barely any health, have to throw the L2, and recoil kills me. He was at 4% there, and he was ticking for 19.6k incinerates. If I had another 2 seconds or like another 10% health or whatever, he'd have died, and that would have been the most impressive one shot I've ever done. But we died. I think it's time to retire Bishop, because he's just not going to cut it on this node anymore. This is literally the only way that this fight's going to be possible, and clearly it's just stupid. Got a new power start 1, just throw an L1 and he's cooked. Like, I don't even feel bad. Like, I'm annoyed I died, but this is stupid. This was a really dramatic war. There was lots of, oh, we're winning, oh, we're losing, oh, we're winning. And in the end, we had a very cinematic 12-8 win, which I'm hearing might not even count, so great. GG's nonetheless to GT40. It really was an awesome war. I'll see you at the next one. Welcome back and thanks for watching. Bye!